For the Phoenix Suns, tomorrow against the Toronto Raptors, they're Nasir Little. He's out. He won't play. Too bad. I like watching Nasir Little play.
He has been so good for them. You know, considered like a throw-in in the trade, but I liked him. And a lot of the guys we talked to in Portland, like at that time, they liked him too. It was like, yeah, this guy could play. And every time I spoke with people, they were like, yeah, this kid, like, give him an opportunity. Like, he's a good player. He's becoming one of their main rotation guys. He is nonstop energy on both ends of the court. He plays terrific defense. He gets after it. He guards multiple positions. Man, there's really a lot to like about him. Like, I could see him becoming one of those, like, fan favorite type of guys because of just how hard he plays. Suns fans, for as long as I've known Suns fans, they tend to drift towards that type of player. The Lou Amundsen, was that his name?
That's a good way of putting it. They do tend to drift to that kind of player. That ultra high energy guy, right? Yeah. The guy who plays like his hair is on fire. Back in the day, for me, it was like Elliot Perry. Everybody loved Elliot Perry, right? Because he just played like his hair was on fire every single night. Yeah.
He had that 2-game stretch, before the last game. It was 21 minutes a game, 11.5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, half a steal, 2 blocks, shot 61.5% overall. Knocked down 3 of 8 3-point. Like, there was a lot to like about his game. But I think he's one of those real intangible guys that you like to have him on the court because he doesn't need to shoot the ball, but he makes an impact in so many different ways. I've really come to like his game. I think he's going to be a good contributor for them.
Look, we're, 17 games into an 82-game season, so we're almost a quarter of the way there. I think that Nas Little, like, on any given day, Nas Little could be the guy that we love. And then maybe one day it's going to be Keita Bates-Diop is going to be the guy that we're going to love. And then maybe one day, not Yuta Tabusi, but Yuta Watanabe is going to be the guy that we're going to love. I threw that in there just for you.
Yuta Watanabe.
Not Yuta Tabusi. But
not Yuta Tabusi. Yeah. Because yesterday I said it was Yuta Tabusi, so you got it right. Yuta Watanabe.
I think those wing players are gonna. It's gonna be almost like a rotating buffet, where it's going to be like, oh, and the dish of the week today is Yuta Watanabe.
Look for at 1 week, and then he'll go cold, and then it'll be Keita Bates-Diop, and then it'll go cold, and then it'll switch because the only guy on the road in the rotation that I think can be really is Eric Gordon. You know what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get with that guy.
I put Grayson Allen in that category too.
Okay, fair.
But honestly,
but he can get cold from 3 at times.
I was just talking specifically about the wing players.
The wing players.
I was just talking specific. I don't know if we're going to get to the point where one of those 3 guys says, no, I'm the guy. I'm the man. I'm the one who's going to get the most of the minutes on most of the games. I just don't know if we're going to get there with those 3. I see it just as you described it. One of them gets hot,
ups, downs.
He's the flavor of the week. And then he goes cold, and now it's Keita Bates-Diop turn. Now he's the flavor of the week. And I don't know if maybe Nas Little, maybe he's the one who's going to say, nope, it's my job. I'm the guy. I'm going to get the bulk of the minutes for the bulk of the season. Between the 3 of them, I just don't know if one of them's going to step up in that regard.
Yeah.
But Eric, you're right about Eric Gordon. God, where would the Suns be without Eric Gordon this year?
No, the fact that he decided we had him on the show. Remember, he talked about, he's been in the league, he's made a lot of money, he came here, a chance to win a championship and play with these guys. I mean, it was just for years the Suns have tried to get Eric Gordon, but in a different role. This time they're getting him in a role like, look, you're a role player off the bench that's going to lead, score, do some scoring when these main guys are out. In the past when they've gone after Eric Gordon, it was to be one of the main guys. Mm-hmm. Be with Booker as one of the, before they had Durant, before they had Beal, he hasn't. But, it was go get Eric Gordon and make him one of your main starters. But now it's like you're a role player, but you could still play like a starter.
But I will tell you this, watching how well he's played with the Phoenix Suns, it does give me a little bit of envy that they didn't go out and get him sooner. I mean, how many times have we talked about Eric Gordon coming to the Phoenix Suns at the trade deadline? Forever, right?
But in a different role.
Why? But
maybe last year. But
it would have been this role that he's playing if they got him last year at the trade deadline. God, he could have helped. Right? You look at him going, yeah, that guy might have been the difference the last couple of years if they had gone out and gotten him at the trade deadline, and they never quite pulled the trigger.